Step number 1 in this process is left, center, right electric guitar arrangement. So what I'm talking about here is the panning and spreading out multiple guitars across the stereo field. So one on the left, one in the center, one on the right. And that's exactly what we have here. So it's these 3 tracks are our electric guitar tracks. Now when the song starts in the intro, there's just one guitar down the middle. That's the one in the center. And then here, you've got the left and the right coming in. There's the left one. There's the right one. Center, left, right. Let me play them all together. That's what it sounds like. And then as you can see here, arrangement-wise, as soon as you get out of the intro and that lead vocal comes in, the lead vocal obviously is down the middle of the stereo field, right? It's panned in the center, which means you don't really need this center electric guitar to be there anymore. So that's why you only have this guitar in the center during the intro. And then as soon as the vocal comes in, it's like it replaces the need for that electric guitar. And then you end up with vocal down the middle, left and right guitars. Also notice the how the left and the right guitars aren't exactly playing like doubles of the exact same part. They're playing different things. They're playing off of each other. They're kind of playing counter to each other. And this can be a tricky thing to get right because you don't want them to be too distracting or too offset to the point where you feel like you're going from left to right and you don't really know what to focus on, or it's like one is distracting from the other and all of that. So that can be a tough thing to get right, but this is why we practice. This is why we get good at, you know, all the various little details that make up the production process. So yeah, that is what's happening there. Left, center, right. Now, as far as the processing, I'm not going to go into the weeds on all of this because it's a very basic sort of thing here. On all 3 of these, I used GTR Tool Rack, started with the preset, you know, that had some slight drive on it, and then I went from there. You know, I added some color here and there to add a bit of that saturation, a little bit of EQ as I needed it, a little bit of tri-comp, which is like the Studio One's version of an OTT. So if you've ever used OTT, this is like Studio One's built-in version of that, and it sounds great to add that extra bit of sparkle. And that's basically it. You're playing around with saturations, distortion, maybe some harmonic exciters like a sausage fattener where you can add that bit of color on the top end as I have here, and so on. And then again, down the middle, whoops, put that back to its rightful place. One on the left, one on the right. It's left, center, right, electric guitar arrangement. And that is the first step. Electric guitar is so important for this aggressive indie rock sound. You gotta get electric guitar right, and this is a great place to start. Just focus on left, center, right, you know, dial those in, and then you generally don't have to add more than that. Because of the nature of electric guitars, how even a little bit of drive, and then you stack or you layer them together with multiple tracks, 2 or 3, you get such a wall of sound just by doing that. So you don't need to layer, you know, 5, 10 electric guitar tracks to get a huge sound. You just need 2 or 3. And that's exactly what we have going here.